Hello, it's another beautiful day. Hear the birds making sounds? Oh, yes. And it's a great time to examine the facial expressions and gestures of Johnny Depp. So here we go. Johnny Depp is an interesting person. He doesn't have a whole lot of interesting facial expressions, but that's what's so interesting about him, is that he's fairly uninteresting. Um, Often he is acting. He's a great actor, and often, pretty much all the time, he's portraying something he thinks will be liked, enjoyed by other people. He's a selfless person to a certain degree, but he's also very selfish in that he loves the way he looks. He loves the way he acts. He loves himself, um, even if that self is kind of self-loathing. It's very interesting. Here, he's just doing what he does. I think he's pretty far into his career at this point, and he's just looking. He's used to being stared at, and so he's just kind of staring back, expressionless. He doesn't mind that, however he looks, he's just used to being looked at. He's pretty calm. He's pretty relaxed. Carefree. Probably one of the few times it seems, from knowing the little bit I know about him, that he's genuinely happy and not really worried about what people think about him. I mean, that's like a kind of a boyish smile. The stance. Oh yeah, loving life. Okay, now when he's with this person, he postures like he has to be strong. And I don't mean that in any kind of way like he's getting his ass whipped or anything like that. I just mean that she has a very strong energy, a very strong magnetism about her too. Um, so he's kind of, you see his chest is kind of poked out in an unnatural way. His face is really tight. His lips are really tight. He's probably watching what he's saying because she has this Marilyn Monroe vibe for sure. He still is expressing himself. He expresses himself a lot of times in his clothes, but he's not as wild at this. He's just being himself while also trying to maintain a certain posture within this relationship, this interaction with this other person. A bit mischievous. He's got kind of a jokey type of look with the hat and the hair and the glasses and what is it, velvet? The velvet suit. It's a character. I mean, he always, well, not always, but pretty much, pretty much always. Yeah, he has this facial hair with the little goatee and the mustache, the little patch under the lip, and here he's being playful. Everything about him is playful. It's one of the few looks he has, one of the few characters he plays. He's Captain Jack Sparrow here, I suppose. I don't know. Cheeky. Now, this is the opposite of the other photo when he was carefree. I mean, this is obvious here. I mean, classic. He's really worried. Obviously, he's in court. But he's just. I don't know if he cares about being looked at, but, because he wouldn't look like that if he cared about being looked at, being seen, but he's not trying to hide much. Very focused. Very worried, very focused. Very nervous, very tight. His posture is kind of scrunched up. He's like a little kid, little boy. This photo. No hair on the chin. No hair under the lip. This is another character. Short hair. I'm imagining this was for a role, but he likes it. He thinks it's funny. He probably was walking around looking like this all the time when he had his hair like this. I don't know when this was or what movie this was for. But yeah, I mean, he really enjoys being himself in these kind of moments because he gets to play a character which he likes. From what I know about him, he struggles with actively loving himself. Theoretically, he adores himself, but actively loving himself is difficult. So, I think playing these characters on the screen and in life kind of helps him. And yeah, this is an interesting character he played. I think he likes it. The crows out there are enjoying this. Oh boy, he seems so vulnerable, so young here. Those eyes speak volumes. He's at a party, but he's not comfortable. I know the feeling. Interesting. He's also not at this time. I think he was, obviously he's pretty young, so he didn't have that kind of wild style. He probably was still letting people dress him and being a model type. Um, he just looks very boyish, very vulnerable. Who knows if there's someone here who he's nervous about seeing, or they just caught him at a time where he just had some kind of conversation with someone that was uncomfortable. But here he looks a little boyish again, yeah. I don't know what's going on with this picture. I guess this is the beginning of him trying out this style. I'm not sure who influenced him to have this type of style. He likes this hat. He likes head coverings and accessories and things like that. Um, I guess when you're an actor, you always have to express yourself visually. Especially when you're hanging out around other actors, you have to kind of one up them, upstage them. And one way to do that is with the dress. The look in his eyes is very confident. Who knows if he's trying to upstage the other guy whose look is very confident also, or maybe they're both giving each other energy, confident energy. Who knows? But he has a look of confidence. He's concealing who he really is, but he's also seems like he's translating who he really is into something that's very confident. It's very strong. I don't get the impression that he's playing a character here. I get the impression that he's in this moment, that's who he feels. That's what he feels. He feels good. Fierce, as they say. Bit of a weird vibe here. Still not, wild clothes as he did when he got older. Wild look. His hair's long. I don't know. His eyes are peculiar. There's something going on with his stance and just his whole aura. But it looks like he's just having fun. Maybe he likes the other person that he's in the picture with. Um, Maybe he's happy to be there. Either way, in a lot of pictures I'll tell you, he loves being seen. He's an actor, of course. Loves being seen, and he's enjoying having people admire his handsomeness and his youth. it's hard to say when someone may be drunk or on drugs or something like that, because sometimes pictures just catch you in a weird look. But it looks like he might be on something here. Maybe some herb, maybe a little more. Who knows? Um, Even though he's kind of a sensational person in the way he presents himself, he's also just kind of a regular guy. So he looks very regular here, like a stoner guy. He's got his hair over his eyes, long, kind of hunched over. The, I noticed that he takes on the energy of the people around him, or he responds to the energy of the people around him. And the person next to him is older, stronger, more stern, it seems. Very stern face, stern look. Um, and he may be subdued by that. He doesn't seem to really be aware of the camera. Looks like he may be thinking about something else. Here he is trying to want to be seen. He does want to be seen because he knows he has that youthful good look. Who knows if someone told him to put those glasses like that? If someone told him to wear this, I don't know. But even at this young age, he has this kind of quirky style. You know, he doesn't have a little mustache, goatee thing, but he's got the hat. I don't know where this is. This is it's pretty young here. It looks like he's still just being himself. Now this looks like some kind of, advertising picture for himself or for some clothes. Maybe he's modeling something. Kind of that quirky style. He's got two belts, straps on his wrists and stuff, and looks like he may still have a little bit of acne or something. I can't tell. Very styled. He's focused on the job right now. So you can't really tell much about what's going on with him personally because he's just focused on the job. Now here, yeah, he likes being a star. He said, "Look at me, I'm a star." This is looks like it's probably one of his peaks in his career. He's got that hat. He likes that big hat, the hair, little glasses, little goatee. He looks like an artist. He likes being an artist. He likes looking like an artist, and he has an idea of what an artist is supposed to look like. And that's what he tries to do a lot of times, I think. Which is, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. We all have our ideas. But yeah, he's enjoying success. And that lady's really impressed with him. He probably likes that too, because he does seem to take on the energy around him. So yeah, it looks like he's liking the attention from the camera. He's liking the attention from the pretty lady. He's I don't know. Yeah, he's an actor. He likes to be seen. Every time he's with this lady, he pokes out his chest. I mean, she must be pretty aggressive. We know she's a little bit aggressive now. But this looks like this might be, I don't know, I can't tell. Something tells me that this is after they've kind of started to become each other. They've had sex a few times or a bunch of times, and looks like they've only been having sex with each other, and they're starting to kind of take on each other's personality. He's still him, and she's still her, but she's got on male clothes, and she's got her hair kind of disheveled like him. They've both kind of intertwined into their own androgynous being to a certain degree. And he's still posturing, trying to keep that upper hand. Interesting. But yeah, that's Johnny Depp. He's not necessarily too complex a person, nor does it seem that the people that he takes his energy from, takes his cues from as far as his expressions and styles are too complex either. And he seems to take on the energy of whatever's around him and translate it into some kind of artistic expression, even using himself and his personality to express that.